y'all doing? Y'all, today you're gonna hear the closing argument, okay? I didn't want to hear play all of the talk that the rules and everything that the judge had to read. So I didn't want to play all that. I don't want to hear all that talk. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start right here. If you already seen the closing argument, it's okay with me. But those who missed it, it's a recap. So those who missed it, catch up with me. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Okay. They haven't talked yet. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see why I don't hear nothing. Let me take this a little bit back and see why I don't hear nothing. I don't understand. Hold on, y'all. Why is it on mute? Okay. Hold on, y'all. I don't understand. Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta go in. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta go in here and unmute what I got up here. I'm sorry. My fault. My fault. I got to go through this, but I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna go through this because I got everything muted up here. My fault. How y'all doing? What's up, Jesse? What's up, Josh? I'm trying to see why this thing on mute, Josh. I'm trying to see what's up, Josh. See why this thing on mute, y'all. Cause y'all know I gotta do y'all right. And I don't understand why it's on mute and I don't have nothing muted. Soon I got on the live with y'all. I want y'all to keep up with my channel because something going on. You're not even supposed to be muted. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all, for a second. Trying to see why am I computer? Why is my computer on mute? Hold on, I can tell if it on mute or not. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find out why is my computer on mute. Y'all see that? Hold on, y'all. I know what happened. Hold on, I hit something. I'm always hitting on something, y'all. Okay, let me go up here. Hold on. Let me see. Did I? I'm always doing something. I probably had it muted up here, but let's see. Let's see, y'all. Y'all know how old folk do. Always putting their hand on something they ain't got no business doing. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's see what it play now. Cause we gonna talk about this thing. We gonna listen to them. We gonna talk about it. Hold on. See, it's still on mute. Why is my? Soon I got on. Hold on, y'all. Soon I got on here with my people. Everything went muted. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, why is my computer on mute? Why is it muted? Why is? Hold on. I'm gonna do this so y'all know. Why it's not? This is crazy. I'm gonna turn it off. And turn it back on. Every time I try to look at something with y'all, something happen. Hold on, y'all. Ain't no devil gonna stop us over here. Ain't no devil gonna stop us over here. Cause I wanna look at this. Oh shoot. I know why y'all could. I know why y'all could hear. I know why y'all could hear, y'all. Y'all couldn't hear because I had this in there. Look. That's why y'all couldn't hear me because I had these in there plugged in. Oh Lord have mercy. Y'all, I'm sorry. That's why I like y'all young people. I tell you the truth. That was my fault, y'all. I had my headsets plugged in, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I had my headsets plugged in. I'm sorry. My fault. But until I beg crank back up, y'all, I wanna give a shout out to Old Nan TV. See, a lot of people didn't know that me and Old Nan was communicating. Uh, I sometime when he do Dolph, I just go over there and get my little shout out to him. You know. So I want to give a shout out to Old Nan TV. You know, it is what it is. But he did uh, cover Dolph as well. So we're gonna get started in a few minutes. I just had this plugged in, y'all. My fault. But yeah, I know if a man with him, I know he watching the trial in the jail, talking about do 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 do. He like the red hell. And my boy, but he like the red hell though. That's okay. That's what he do. Everybody else red hell. So what? So again, shout out to old name. Oh, man be over that red. Oh, Nan would have been watching this trial saying, mother duckle, 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 duckle. Playing his music, being loud. That's him. That's him. He did being himself. So shout out to old Nan. Yeah, because somebody locked up, y'all. Don't give up on them because they locked up like that, especially fooling with some woman. That's his fault. And he know better than that old self. I'm going to get on him, though. Too old for that. Let them young girls come out. I'm out here. Ah, I don't want to play all that other stuff. I just want to play the closing. I don't want to hear what the judge read and everything. I don't want to hear all that junk. Now I'm about to put this mill on mute, though. So yeah, we're gonna watch the closing together. Everything that so far that I heard with the closing, I had woke up one too long ago. Y'all usually I'm off on Friday. I'm about to get to a schedule, and I need some mods because I need mods who want to work, not want to talk on the phone. I need the mods who want to be in this chat and trying to put me on point. Put me on point. Hold on, here we go. Here we go. This is where I was. Hold on. This is where I was. Let me take this back. Right here. These girl real hair in case y'all didn't know. See, folks think black women don't have long hair. They got long hair too. I got long hair. I just keep it cut short. Okay, Govan, it's your turn, bro. It's your turn, bro. Your turn, go to jail. I'm not about to play. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go, y'all. I ain't feeling sorry for Govan. I ain't feeling sorry for nobody but dog, family, and children. Once again, before they get started, shout out to Onan TV. Let's see, can I turn it up? Josh, can y'all hear okay?
In the end, all of this points back to Hernandez. He got the ball rolling. He kept the ball rolling. He kicked the ball in the end. He introduced Cornelius Smith
What's up, boss murder?
for the purpose of taking out members of the argument. One
We
member of
sure
the
did,
argument
did we?
being Adolph Gordon. That's
We
what it
sure
is.
did.
Again, all fingers point back to Hernandez. Justin Hernandez. Cornelius Hernandez. Juke.
Boss murder, can y'all hear okay? Cause this
Hernandez.
out loud they playing it.
And why go to Hernandez Govan house after they committed the murder? Because that was comfortable. But one never said these were smart people. Didn't plan on getting shot. It wasn't part of it. We get shot. We're gonna go here.
Okay.
They'd already had the getaway party at Hernandez Govan house. Because they originally met in Hernandez. If they would ever meet up during the time of the conspiracy, from June of 2021 to March of whenever they were arrested, they would meet in Hernandez Govan's house. Want to go shoot a video? Go to Hernandez Govan's house. They're all in the video. Mark, getaway vehicle? Go to Hernandez Govan's house. Mark the murder? Hernandez Govan, that's the person. And why did they not go in? Maybe he wasn't there right. Maybe he was like, oh, when it went down, I'm getting out. Who knows? But we know what happened. We know where they went. We know that the murder vehicle was parked. We know that getaway truck that they used to get somewhere else was parked in front of Govan's house. We know that. Even Cornelius Smith told you, Cornelius Smith told you that he wanted, Justin wanted him to meet him on the day of the murder. He wanted him to meet at Govan's house. Cornelius said he couldn't get over. So Justin came and picked him up. And all this going back to Hernandez Govan, as much as it's been trying to deflect, that you choose different deflections. It all points back to Hernandez Govan.
Come on, honey, get back in the camera.
Hernandez Govan he chose to bring Cornelius and Justin Smith. He chose to encourage them to have a hunt, to go on a hunt. He already found no.
Come on now.
He knew that Cornelius had a drug habit. And he needed money.
Come on, baby. Speak louder.
Come together with someone who's just home. Justin and Cornelius were put together by Hernandez Govan. He chose to ask each of them for a cut of the proceeds. He chose conspiracy. Hernandez Govan chose murder. Adolph Gordon will never get to experience many of the things taken for granted. He will never get to experience breaking in pressing.
Why they talk so low?
That was safe from him.
Chris loves flying.
God.
And he loves helping
They
others.
talk so low.
So he built a course on Kajabi that turned his passion into
Jesus
a business.
Christ.
That took off into a
Excuse me, y'all. I be getting excited.
Choices have doors. You have a choice in whether you hold Hernandez accountable
And they
for
be
his
talking
role
so
in his murder,
slow.
or his role in this conspiracy. And I ask that you choose to find Hernandez guilty of murder in the first degree and guilty of conspiracy.
Girl, you better start looking at that boy like that. He a killer. She love to talk. Uh-uh. Hold on, y'all. I skipped some. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I skipped. Oh, no, I need to go back. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I ain't even heard my boy talk yet. Hold on. I ain't heard this other girl. Oh, yeah, I want to hear her. Hold on, y'all. Let me go back to my girl. I like this prosecutor right here. I like her better. I like this one right here. Here we go, y'all. I like that one right there. She's who about to speak. Now, everything that she's about to say about Govan, she did a good job. This one right here, I like her. She told the truth. Nothing but the truth. And that's her hair too, for those who don't know it. That's her hair. We got hair too.
Good afternoon. So earlier this week, you heard me talk about you. And I warned you, you would hear a lot of evidence, you hear a lot of voices, you hear a lot of footage, you hear a lot of things. But I also told you to remember that the name that you need to focus on, and the name that you need to remember, is Hernandez Govan. But most importantly, I told you you need to focus on the consequences of his choices. Hernandez Govan and the consequences of his choices. And the consequences. What were those consequences? Silence, death, and loss. And not just this violent death of a famous artist, but the violent death of a human being, a person, someone whose life was marked with artistry, community, entrepreneurship. So let's take one last look at how that went.
That's that technology. I don't like it all the way. Y'all, I can't show the shooting part because YouTube won't let us show that. So I'm not going to show that. Look at him. You going to jail, sucker. Mm-mm. Start looking at it like you just not looked at it. You already seen this, Govan. You already seen this. You ain't had no business putting your hand on that boy. And they cheated you. Your own buddy cheated you. They looking at the video, yeah. He looking at Juke, didn't even pay him all his money. He didn't pay Govan his money. Y'all did all that for nothing. Y'all, they looking at the video and we can't play it no way. Well, the ones who not monetized, they can. I don't know. They know how to edit all it. Look at them. Now, y'all, you know what, y'all? What make it so stupid, y'all? They looking at the video. But what make it so stupid is everybody got played, y'all. Everybody got played in this. Jug gone. They in jail. And he's not the masterminded person. But he the conspirator. All of y'all got played now. All of y'all locked up.
Before I get into how
Ain't
much
like an old man.
what exactly the person, let's talk about the law. And let's talk about what the judge instructed you. Conspiracy to commit first degree murder. That's the first count. In order for there to be a conspiracy
Sad.
to commit first degree murder, there has to be four things. There has to be an agreement with one or more people to commit the offense of first degree murder. There has to be, or number two, each of the parties to the conspiracy has the intent to commit the first degree murder. Three, each party acting for the purpose of promoting or facilitating the commission of the offense of the first degree murder agreed that one or more of them would engage in the conduct which constitutes the first degree murder. And four, one of the parties to the conspiracy committed an overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. The two important things about this charge is an agreement and an overt act. And in the jury instructions, you heard that an overt act is done by one or more of the parties in order to carry out the intent of the conspiracy. And it must be a step towards the execution of the conspiracy. In first degree murder cases, often enough, the overt act is the murder. Count number two. First degree murder. A definition of first degree murder is the premeditated killing of another. Number one, someone unlawfully killed the victim. Two, they acted intentionally. And three, the killing was premeditated. You heard in the jury instruction that in order for there to be intent, there has to be a conscious objective or a desire. You also heard about criminal responsibility. Criminal responsibility, that basically means that you don't have to be the person that pulls the trigger in order to be responsible for the first degree murder. The jury instructions say that criminal responsibility is when someone acts with the intent to promote or assist the commission of the offense, or to benefit from the proceeds or results of the offense. The defendant acts, solicits, directs, aids, or attempts to aid another person to commit the offense. Further, they don't have to be present when the offense is taking place. Encouragement of the offense is enough. So let's talk about what we heard. We heard first from Erica's story. She told me that she committed suicide. They were close. And the last time that she saw him was Christmas. The next thing she hears that her brother was taken from her. She told you about the person that she knew, the brother that she had, and the life that she lost. A life.
I cooked some sausage and French fries. Guess I got up late. I
He explained to you that
ain't
CMG
feel
was
like cooking. I'm used to my man cooking. A man cooking
because
for
of
me.
that, there's confusion. He talked about diss tracks. He talked about various acts of violence
I
that
thought
went on
about you
during
though.
the meeting. And he told you about CMG and their connections. Well, as you heard from the testimony this week, Hernandez Govan is affiliated with CMG. He has connections within CMG. He, or CMG, was in direct conflict with Thornton and the life and the legacy that he built. Govan had an egg with CMG. Govan had a direct conflict with the life and the legacy that Thornton built.
I thought about you.
But then you heard from Cornelius Smith, that word out of me. He told you that he met Govan in 2021 for a friendly reminder. The relationship started out as transactional.
I did. Thought about
Cornelius
you.
Smith had a pill problem. Govan provided the pills. And then one day,
I want to give a
Govan
shout out
said
to Onan in my live, Onan TV, because
and
I know he
told
would
you
have been here.
that
And just
Thornton had
because
a
he
pill
locked
problem
up, I still
prior to
want to give him a shout out.
So of course he wants to make money.
He ain't gonna be in there for long. I know y'all don't like.
Some
When
people
I say
about
Onan, they get mad
several discussions
at me
between
over him,
Govan,
bless him.
Dolph, Justin Johnson, and Joseph. He tells him that at one of those meetings, Govan told him that there were multiple bounties on PRE artists, including Mr. Thornton, but also Paper Route Blue. He told you that on one night, he was given guns by Govan. He was given guns by Govan to attempt a hit on Paper Route Blue. He told you that the multiple bounties, out of the multiple bounties on PRE artists, Thornton was the highest. Thornton was $100,000. So of course he jumped on the opportunity. And Smith told on himself. He told you everything. He told you chapter and verse, who was in the room, and what was said. And if you're thinking about a conspiracy, who would you want to hear from the most? A
Yeah, he
co-conspirator.
going to jail.
Someone that is in the room. Someone who can tell you what happened.
I don't
What
think
was,
they're gonna convict
what
him
went on.
today.
So
I
after he
think that
found out about what this bounty was, he
all
talked
the
to Govan.
prosecutors did a good job. The prosecutor did a
He
good
talked
job,
about
and the
how
defense
Smith and
attorney did a
Justice
good job.
knew about
And it
this
ends
PRE
up
post.
to
Ever noticed?
all of them got
He
played.
told you that there were a few days when they went hunting.
Every last one of them got played. Even
They
Govan
knew
got
that
played.
there was going to be multiple days where the turkey drives were held. On the 16th, him and Justin Johnson went out hunting. Wasn't successful.
But you know what? What is
On the
strange?
17th,
What is strange to me
then Justin picked him up from his father's house.
is
He told you that when he picked him up
a
from
couple of
his
them
father's house,
dudes that
Smith
dealt
and
with
Johnson
Govan
went hunting
was shot
together.
and unalive.
And when they were at the intersection
They
of
they
Lamar
they
and
was
Fairway,
shot and unalive.
they saw Dolph's car drive past.
Except for Govan. Everybody know where
Earliest connection
Govan
told
lives.
Smith on Smith because
Govan
he knows
lives over there
that
across the
Dolph
street
Thornton's
from the
car was
car.
missing.
Why you have to ask
Cornelius
yourself,
Smith told you
why
that
is
they
Juke?
knew who it was when it drove past.
This is how
So they
your
followed
life
the car.
is when you
They
want.
followed the car all
That's
the way to
what.
the
That's
kid.
right.
And at the kid,
That's right.
pulled her out,
About murder.
parked the white Mercedes that they were in,
Even
got
I'm
out,
gonna tell you
sat
something.
down, and on board,
Govan wanted that fast
got
money.
in
He
the
didn't get all of his
Mercedes,
money.
and then left. But not before Marcus Thornton
Justin wanted that
shot.
fast money. He didn't get all of his money.
Smith also told you that they didn't talk.
Cornelius wanted some fast money. He didn't get all his money. And a lot of people got some money in this thing, y'all.
Across the street from the defendant's home.
It's this street life. That's what come
Told
with
you
it.
that
What I can't understand is everybody know where
That's where they switched clothes. That's where they had
Govan lives.
and that's
Everybody and their
where
mama know where Govan live. He live across the street with a car.
he left his phone and he
What
hid
was
away.
his point of keeping the car and want to clean the car?
His co-conspirator,
Govan did some stupid stuff too. So I wonder, was he on the pillow willow? That's what I call it, pillow willow. I wonder, was he on the pillow willow? Because why the heck y'all could have smashed that car. They could have took that car to the junkyard. He got the boy cleaning the car. It's a stolen car. Something ain't right. This is not street educated. Period.
What happened? And he told her that they killed Dolph. He also heard from Angela that he had previously told her that there was a hit on her.
Everything she said is true.
But he told her.
He told him to clean that car, put that car over there behind that house.
She picked him up that day. She learned
That fool left he got in his car. Yeah, if they were smart,
they both testified.
that's what I just said.
They went to a gas station for Hernandez.
If they were smart, they would have took that car to the junkyard
After they left that gas station, they met up with Govan.
and smashed it. He over there trying to resell it.
At the pressure room, Cornelius said that he got his phone back. And he got out the car. Well, first he got out the car. Then he went and he talked to Govan. He was already out.
And Cornelia left his phone in the car after his girlfriend picked him up.
Angela Arnold also testified that the same thing happened.
They had to go back and get his phone out the car.
But on this particular day,
This is stupid.
Cornelius got outside the car. Govan was waiting for him, and they went to the back and they talked.
See, that's what she talking about.
But she saw that the defendant was there, and she knew that Cornelius had to get his phone.
Angela got involved. Angela got involved because they called Angela. He called Angela. Cornelia called Angela to pick him up. And they found out that when he got over there to the house, oh man, I left my phone in the car.
Angela tells us,
Here you go, right here.
and she confirms what Cornelius already told her, that they had to get a car covered. She didn't know who the order came from, but she knew that they had to get a She knew that they had to get the car covered. Cornelius testified that he got the cash to go ahead and get the car.
Thank you, boss.
So that's where they went. They got the car covered.
They must have. They must have got shot in.
Angela Arnold told us that there was some point where she dropped Cornelius off on Bradley Street for him to wipe
Right.
down the car.
Prosecutor.
She made a loop, she came back and she picked him up. Cornelius told you the same thing. He told you that he wiped down the car. One piece of information given by two different people say the same thing. And then, if we're going back to what Cornelius told you,
But Cornbread was any man in the street, he wouldn't involve his girlfriend in this.
Govan was worried that he didn't get any.
Anyway, I would have told my girlfriend or my boyfriend to come over here and pick up the car, come pick me up.
I'm gonna go to prison. I'm gonna make sure you get your money. Well, of course he wanted to make sure that Cornelius got his money because he had previously asked for a $10,000 cut. He wanted his money too. Angela Arnold told you the same thing. She told you that Cornelius told her about this being in the street. She told you that Govan told Cornelius that he was going to go get his money. Cornelius told you that on the day that he was arrested, he was buying cake and ice cream for his daughter for her birthday. He told you how he got arrested. And Angela Arnold told you the same thing. One story, two people told the same thing. we also heard from Sergeant Gadd. He was the case officer. He testified that he and other officers found the white Mercedes in the back of 1174 Grant.
But what tripped me out, y'all? I know y'all want to get a closing argument, but we need to have reaction too. The police found the car behind the house. How all of a sudden the police found the car behind the house?
He went through slide by slide, picture by picture, and told you that this was the white Mercedes that was used in the homicide.
So late.
Adolph Gordon Jr. And then we got to Sergeant Brown. He went back to August 13th. He told you about an attempted shooting or attempted murder on someone named Paper Route Wood. Remember, Cornelius already told you that Govan told him that there were multiple bounties on security artists, including Paper Route Wood, also known as Terrence Pickens. On this day, 911 dispatch received multiple calls about shots being fired in the area of 3645 Allendale Road. This is the shooting that Cornelius was talking about. The shooting that happened because of the guns that Govan provided. And on this day, there were multiple calls from Hernandez Govan to Justin Johnson. Another one.
So they showed them.
12 calls.
They claim, they ain't claiming it.
Between Hernandez Govan.
This is I had a title, but I changed the title because YouTube kind of sensitive. So
8 calls.
I had a good old title, baby.
Hernandez Govan.
And it was sort of like
On the date.
Young Thug, not Young Thug, Young Dolph title that he had with him and
Hernandez Govan.
what his nephew name, his little cousin name. It started with a D. I ain't gonna say it on him though.
On the day of the Paper Route Wood shooting.
D and DBS. I got to be nice.
We're going to talk about superior communication.
That's what kind of murder this was.
Defense will have you believe that there was no communication between Hernandez, Govan, and the rest of the conspirators. Sergeant Browning testified that on November 2nd, 2021, there were 7 communications between Justin Johnson and the number for Hernandez Govan.
I think this should have been a RICO.
7 communications between Justin Johnson.
I really think this should be a RICO. I think they should have called for a RICO, but they didn't want to. They tried to save this other 2 person.
On November 4th, 7 communications between Justin Johnson and Hernandez Govan. 2 communications between Justin Johnson, Cornelius Smith, and Hernandez Govan. On November 5th, 1 communication between.
But you know what, Boss Murder?
4 communications.
It was planned with the bigger, the higher up. See, Cornelius Cornbread and his girlfriend Justin, all of them, it's not gonna. They wasn't in the discussion with the plan. They weren't with the plan. It was the higher up people. Y'all know who they are. We ain't got to call no name with the higher up folks. And Justin, he just want money. How he gonna jump from one side to pre and to CMG? I wouldn't even trust him to do no kind of work like that.
November 17th, the day of the homicide.
Now this is important. This is important.
17 communications between Hernandez Govan and Cornelius Smith, the person who chose the job.
I wish she'll turn this way.
November 17th, the day of the homicide. 15 another number of Hernandez Govan, ending in 1416.
See, he planned it on the 15th,
Another thing about this
16th.
call
Yeah.
record is that it confirmed a lot of what Cornelius Smith told us. Cornelius Smith told us that he left his phone in the car on the day of the homicide. Well, the call records show that there are no outgoing communications from 12:04 hours to 14:36 hours, which will coincide with Cornelius Smith not having access to his phone during that time because he left it in the right recipients. These are the famous footage that we received. Cornelius Smith will be charged with first.
I he guilty to me for pre-planning. He guilty for a whole lot of stuff. He just didn't get his hand dirty. But he guilty. He's guilty. But if, like you said, if he walked, you're not saying that he walked. You say if he walked, the city going to be in a chaos later. You know what? The way them people moving down there in that side of town where he is, I don't know how the city gonna do, because the city disappointed me. The way they performed and the way they knew that Govan did this. If they want to Govan, they could have went and got Govan. They know exactly where Govan lives. And he was in house arrest for the longest. They know where he was. But didn't nobody touch that man. I don't understand it. I want to know what was he hiding and she was going to get to him. But he was out of jail. Now what you say, boss? I want to know what was the hiding. What was he hiding in the? What was she hiding in the what? And she was going to get to him while he was out of jail. I mean, when he was out on bond, why the shooter can't get? That's what I just said. What you just said. Why they didn't touch Govan? They got Juke. They got all them Bobby. They got all of them gone. But they never did touch Govan. They knew exactly where Govan was. But the whole time that man been out, y'all know how long that man been out of jail. Ain't nothing happened to him.
We went from this person.
Nothing. He had to been hiding somewhere, boss. He had to been hiding somewhere when he was out on bond. He had to. Cause he had to be hid somewhere because he was the mastermind person. I don't think he was still living across the street when that car was. And I can't say he's smart.
We went from this to this.
We should start moving.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That the police officers didn't do a good job.
That's some pretty hair on her head, but I can't leave mine that long. Like my hair short.
But yet, they put on an officer as their witness. He said that the investigation isn't good.
I
The
never seen
investigation
it.
isn't complete, which
What the
doesn't
court
benefit
order?
the defense. You heard
Yeah.
from Sergeant
He's
Brown
supposed to have a
that there
family.
was
He
a
got a daughter.
two-part
He got a daughter. I
investigation
think he has a
into the
family that
case
don't fool with him that
when
much.
he started to get involved when Angela
To
Arnold
me, when I
found
looked at
out about his
Govan,
criminal
Govan
history.
looked like somebody
In her
on.
interview with the December 17th
Usually, I'm trying to
Hi, my name is
respect.
Deputy Sierra Kelly. I work
I'm
at the
trying to
Misdemeanor Court
respect
of Criminal Division
YouTube.
here at Walton County Sheriff's Office.
Usually,
So I've been in
them people
that Hernandez Govan was involved.
have the same habit that they sell. Whatever they solicit, that's the kind of habit that they
Also
selling.
claimed
I think he was on that
that
kind of
suspect
time.
had access to
Oh
Judge
yeah, I like my hair
Hernandez's
short. I keep my hair
and
cut
prevent
short.
people from
Every time it grow, I cut it off. But I haven't. I
But that
haven't
doesn't take
cut it
away from
so far.
this
I
conspiracy.
like it short. Must
That
have
doesn't
no.
mean that this didn't happen.
Yeah, I like
That
my hair
doesn't
short.
mean that Govan is not involved.
I don't like it long.
Govan already had Jim's contact information. He already had
I'm
Judge
about to get it
Brown's
braided up.
information. He already had Cornelius'
I'm about to
contact
get it
information.
braided. Keep me from cutting it.
And if you look at the text messages that the defense entered into evidence, you see that there's
I got to
communication
find me a little side
with
piece
people
to do
that
this.
Hernandez
To
Govan
pay
also
for it.
knows, like Joshua Taylor.
You heard me, boss. I got to find me a little side piece so I can get my hair braided up.
Defense will also tell you that the investigation wasn't
Y'all
complete
don't.
because
Y'all don't talk
there were
money.
other people involved that weren't charged. Well, we heard from
Don't
Sergeant
get
Brown
quiet now.
that this investigation is ongoing. By definition, a conspiracy is an ongoing crime that is continuous in nature. And sometimes you just don't have all you need to charge people. Sometimes
Come on, lady. It don't
you
take that
have
long to talk. Good
to
Jesus.
indict people that aren't serious.
Whew.
And if all that isn't enough, you heard from someone that was in the room when it happened. You heard Cornelius. You saw the video. You heard the testimony of Angela Arnold and Sergeant Brown that support what he's telling you.
I
And
like
then you see the
Cadillacs. You
video
got to put a lot of gas in. Ain't about to put no
on
gas in
December
nobody's car.
1st,
You better get you a
2022,
Toyota
the day that he
Camry.
got arrested. He told you himself. He wasn't
Ah,
telling. He was high. You saw that in the video.
I'm a cool
Even Angela
older
Arnold
woman.
told you that the day that he got arrested, when she was with him, he had taken some
I like
painkillers.
Cadillacs. I ain't about to put no gas in it.
And ladies and gentlemen, remember the clause. These
I
communications,
know.
they
It's
coincided
talking too
with the
long.
report. The defense
They don't
doesn't
put me to sleep. That's why I didn't come on this
apologize
morning because I was still
for
sleeping.
words.
I be
They don't
working.
lie, ladies and gentlemen.
This is what I be doing. I be trying to entertain my people with these cases and with these missing cases. So I
So let's
still
get into a
like
little
I don't
bit more
sleep
about
all
this.
morning. All morning.
Conspiracy
Since I don't
at
retire, I
first
be
degree
sleeping
murder.
differently.
The
So I
defendant
be up
entered
all
into
night
agreement.
from here
What
on,
is the agreement?
uploading for y'all, putting out stuff that y'all
What is the
missed,
agreement? The agreement
catching up
is
for my people who
if
work. I got a lot of
$2 million,
workers
you get
as my
$100,000.
subscribers too.
You need one or more people to be a participant in that agreement. You heard from one who
So
released it.
next
So
month
there's
I'm
nothing
about to
else
be going. Go,
that
go, go, go,
Hernandez
go, go,
knows.
go,
There is
go.
an agreement. And what also do you need? You need an overt act. Earlier I told you that an overt act in the murder case is often the murder. Well, you saw videos of that. You heard the defendant, you heard the shooter, Cornelius Smith, testify that he killed Adolph Blank. The first
I
screen
don't know how to
witness,
cook though. I'm an
he
older
has
woman. I'm not a good.
premeditated
I'm not
killing
a
of his
cooking woman.
children.
I'm not a cooking older woman because
We
I
talk
guess I
about
be
premeditation. We know that there's no timeline on this
dealing
case.
with sports a lot.
It could be months, it could be weeks, it could be days.
I ain't never been no cooking with him.
All you have to do is have time to reflect. All you have to do is have time to think about what you do. Well, they had plenty of time. Cornelius said
To
that
make you wish you
they
got an old woman,
talked
an
about
older woman, not an old one.
12
We're
before
not old
this
anymore. We
murder.
older.
We saw that the hit on Paper Route Wu was on August 13th. There was plenty of time to think and reflect
I don't even
what
know
you
how to
do.
do like gravy.
As you saw,
You know I don't know how to make gravy.
for criminal responsibility, all you have to do is you have to have an act with it with the intent to promote or assist the commission of the offense or to benefit in the proceeds or the results of the offense.
We got to listen to the case, boss.
Govan wanted his cut. He wanted $10,000 from Justice Johnson's cut and for his cut. That sounds like proceeds. Further, you don't have to be there when the trigger is pulled. You saw the video, you know that Hernandez Govan wasn't there, but that doesn't mean that you're not responsible for ending his life. Ladies and gentlemen, the state's burden is reasonable doubt. You heard the jury instructions that reasonable doubt means moral certainty. You have to be certain for every element of the offense. That's my job. Certain means that you can sleep easy at night knowing the decision that you made. It's not beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's not 100% certainty. It's not beyond all doubt. It's beyond a reasonable doubt. That is the standard.
You don't believe
Once
what?
you've looked and reviewed all the evidence, all of the photos, all of the videos and testimony that you've heard this, it is the state's position that we have to build our verdict. We ask that you, the jury, make a choice. We ask that you make a choice to hold the defendant,
I
Hernandez,
think she was too long.
responsible.
You don't believe what, boss?
We ask that you find him guilty of first-degree murder and
First
conspiracy
degree,
in
right?
first-degree murder.
I think all of them should be locked up. Now let me hear. Now look, now I can't talk to you when my little friend come ready to talk. I can't believe they picked two women to prosecute this case. They sure did. Well, they said they about to take a 5 minute break. I'm about to skip this. Hold on, y'all. Let me skip it. But you know what? I don't see nothing wrong with two women doing this case though. For real, boss. He don't lost so much weight. That devil know he busy. That man ain't but 40 some years old. My daughter 46. She look good, but him, that's that stress and them pills. I think they did good with two women. Why you looking like that, Govan? You ain't no baby no more, bro. You a grown man. Here you go. I can't talk to you now, 'cause here come my boyfriend. Can't hear him. Can y'all hear him? Hold on, y'all.
Stand up. Come sit at the table and let them see you. It's time you're not marginalized anymore. Well, I know. So based on you. I don't know in what world we live in, but
You think that's what it is? I think he dealing with the devil.
you all should be embarrassed as a community that your district attorney is not
That don't look like no diabetes.
embarrassed that this is the person going forward and bringing this type of case. Just embarrassed. Many of you think that a product of the criminal justice system is doing people for free or they get fined. What they don't tell you, what the government doesn't tell you, the press doesn't cover, is this is what happens when you don't have an advocate that knows what the hell they're doing, checks all the records, fights for you, and shows you that he didn't do it. That's just another black man that has no balance from Orange Mountain that's performed that has never had a voice in his life. I'm fixing that. My team is fixing that. He is indigent, he is poor, and he deserves better than he got in this case. Sergeant Browning, the biggest liar that I'm going to go through with you, says we can't kidnap people and bring them in for questioning. What did Angela Warren tell you? They threatened to have me arrested being involved in this case if I didn't talk to them. We went to the airport, we figured he was going to assert his rights, so okay. What about the second guy, Mr. Sears? His lawyer said he wasn't in jail. When you talk about accessories and all this other stuff that the judge told you about, how about the people that helped hide it? How about the people that helped get involved? How about the people that gave a medical treatment assuming they're being shot? Because you know what? I don't even know if he was shot. And I don't even know for a fact if that was the Mercedes used in order to fly. There was no blood in the Mercedes. Had there been any woman to back up with what police would say, they were legitimate front and center issue. Their own pin from crime scene that they did not call tells you no one liked that car with bleach because of the little or the other star thing, whatever it was, would show that. And if somebody said, I pour bleach on a towel and I wiped that car down, I don't believe it. None of you would buy
Hey, baby. I got all these young, cute little young men. Kibby, are you a male or female? I like all y'all young guys and young girls in my chat. And older people too. I like my older people too. I like my little young, you know.
and Detective Browning made reports, and that's just pure evil. Trying to put people in prison based on shaded evidence. Daphne told you the truth, but we didn't do all this other stuff that we should have done. We didn't get around to it, which is public. He wasn't happy about it, but he told me the truth.
What's up, Kibby?
Couldn't answer a yes, no question. It was always dodge and deflect, which is what they're talking to you.
Oh, okay. What's up, Kibby?
These are the people that are policing your street. You should be ashamed. The only crime that's being committed here today
Good looking man.
it's been committed for the last 3 days.
No, Lanita like him young.
Because what's happened?
I like old men too, but I like them young because they know how to cook. Old men do too, but
Dolph has been threatened for years.
we'll talk about that later on.
5 years ago, he had 3 old bullets in his eye from other times he's been shot at by people. He's in Charlotte, he's in Los Angeles. Everybody is surprised on this day. There is no plan. I tell you why. If I made a plan and I go back to my house across the street with a murder car, are you freaking kidding me?
That one of the stupidest things what they did right there.
Yo, to get the change. We are across the street.
Why would he tell them to park the car across the street from his house? That was, ooh, Lord, I'm gonna be nice, YouTube, because y'all sensitive.
Have you seen a single photo of Angel Warren's car, Mercedes, or anything that has a drop of blood in it? As if they said, well, this is a pathological fire. I don't know if you got shot on that day because you never got it. There is a bullet bond in the shoulder. For a freaking month, he didn't get infected. He didn't have a problem. He just put some bandages on it and it was okay.
Boss, you ain't got to stop. Y'all ain't got to stop talking to me when company come. Just be, no, just be respectful.
This is evidence for first degree murder. All in trouble because you're going to assault all these charges they gave you. There's 15 different ways they're trying to take this. I didn't assault anybody. You didn't assault anybody. You didn't aggravated assault anybody. You didn't solicit anybody. You didn't facilitate anybody. You didn't act at whatever gate you did.
I like this. Only thing I like about this,
All the tests, all the phones.
this attorney right here, he's not saying that Govan shouldn't do time. There you go.
I gave you tons of messages over their objection for Justin Johnson talking to other people, talking about them. They weren't disagreeing about it. Where are these pieces of message? You know, they need to be. We're forcing 4 months that we're going to do this. We give you permission. We're going to give you $10,000, $38,000, $50,000, $100,000, or $1.5 million. You think you're going to get it?
It's Govan fault for getting them two. Lord, I must admit. I'm gonna be nice, YouTube. I can't say what I want to say.
Let's go over the slides. Works out, and I'll let you think about it because I've hammered the point and I didn't prove it. I don't need you to say you didn't do it if you don't want to, but you absolutely, for God's sake, didn't prove it. So the next slide.
I like this man right here. He's so smart.
So you see this? The government says, absolutely, this is Star Defense Exhibit number 1. This zebra. So you see some of it. Send me brother number so I can get my phone, right? He needs to get his phone. Next slide. Quizzes number. Guess what he told you is the one honest thing he said? His brother's freaking name is Marquez Smith. They called him Quez. His brother is the one that got the phone at best. You know why?
Y'all, this a Rico. But they didn't make it out of Rico. This a Rico. I want to know who paid for Govan lawyer. Gotti paid for Govan lawyer. Cause this dirt lawyer right here. Gotti paid for it. I'm gonna tell you something. I wouldn't doubt if Gotti had insurance out on his own brother. Cause I told my daughter she can get insurance on me.
I think that's pretty obvious.
Man, and he got them 90,000 back too. When they go to court, you get your 90,000 back.
So if you have on your hands that's out there on his daughter.
Gotti.
Ask the prosecutor to tell you the straight answer on this. Even make a prosecution take advice from one of those Smith or anything. But it's good enough for this poor man's life. My dad used to tell me, you absolutely got it. When you own the money. Raise your hands if you're going to own 20 weeks worth. That's the crux of the whole case. And a bunch of BS.
They got their 90,000 back. He got advance on his part. Show did.
You're not biblical and sorry for growing up that way. It's just, you should be told, the truth never changes. You don't need to remember. You don't need to practice. While we're meeting with prosecutors and lawyers now, I don't want to go. This year I'm releasing my heart and mandatory life sentence.
Boy, they put so much money in this case right here till they lost money. Whoever put that $90,000 on here got their money back.
The letters Cornelius that he sent to his sister saying, I've got that lawyer that took me before. This guy's lawyer, that guy cooperated and somebody else walks from the line. That's what you have. And that is what all of you said. I said, what would you do with a life sentence? guess that probably maybe.
And the price that they put on Dolph got it back. His family really got their money back. Because they lost money. Except for got it.
We all know this didn't happen. It just didn't happen. This story just didn't happen. And both he and Angela said it. Because, remember, he had talked to his family to go see Angela between the 14th of December, the first day when she didn't know nothing about nothing, and the 17th of December, when she's decided. And note how they have to prompt her to ask.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. On them buns, you get your... That's why. You know what, boss? That's why when people ask you, say like, anything really happened to any of my kids, and I love them like that, and I know they not going to run away or nothing like that, I get them their money. I put my house on them. I get them the money. I lend my house to them. I'm going to get the money back. Because I know I'm going to make sure they go back to court. See, long as you know the person going to go back to court. So this Govan was dealing with somebody big. And they got their money back. Oh, yeah, you get your money back. They got to trust you. Who would give him $90,000? A bond for $90,000, almost $100,000, to believe that he would come back to court. Somebody they trusted him. Now you got to remember now who all in this game now. It's just not Gotti. All of this is connected to somebody bigger than Gotti. So I'm not about to get into that. Because didn't nobody tell them to get into it. Can't nobody make you do nothing. You have to want to do it. That's your decision.
Sorry, it's just caught myself now. The other thing for the shenanigans is they try to tell you is when you always drive them, he said, everything else was just something. He said that. But he said, don't.
That don't mean nothing because he was doing interviews. Long as he don't skip bun, that's what counts. He can do interviews. All the interviews he want to do. That's his extra money to do what he needs to do. But he wasn't supposed to be doing interviews. Govan, hardhead, Govan do what he want to do. That's why he going to jail.
And oh, by the way, I think he's a federal snitch. I don't know if I believe that or not because he's never snitched on me. Right, next. And then he also tells Uncle Ron, maybe we should have gone and talked to him. Uncle Ron is not a policeman. And I'm not trying to put anybody in prison.
I don't wish jail on nobody, but
So you're going to have to
your decision is your consequences.
Next. So we know he paid for his lawyer, and we know that was the team issue. And you know the absurdity of the prosecutor last thing. There you go, look at it, call me every night.
But see, this attorney makes sense. I don't care what they say. He did his job to defend his clients. That's what he did.
There's no investigation done.
You can't get juke. Juke know how you up people too. Juke knew he was gonna go. But you know what, boss? This is strange.
Arnold
You shoot Jup, but you didn't do you assassinated Jup, but you didn't assassinate Govan. Think about that, how crooked the streets is.
And visits talk about it, and her story is still iffy as far as that goes.
You took Jup out of him,
I hope none of
but you
the
didn't take Govan out of here.
soon-to-be convicted murderer for 4 years.
That's strange, though. That's strange. That's strange.
And the interesting thing there was, we keep talking about the car.
This a Rico, y'all. This a Rico.
About the car.
Undercover Rico dealing with the law. What I'm saying is everybody else on the case but getting. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying what you saying, boss. You got Juke. This is a Rico. I'm gonna tell you something. Allegedly, everything I say is alleged. Anytime a situation like this and they don't make a Rico out of it, you know who involved in the Rico. You know who involved in this Rico, the government. This thing is big, baby. This a Rico. Govan, but they touch everybody else in the case. Everyone else who had something to do with go Juke, they gone. Except for your boy, Govan. You got to ask yourself why. I won't be surprised if they had him. That's what I'm telling you. I ain't want to say it. That's what I'm saying. That's all I want to say, but I ain't want to say it. That's why you didn't get a Rico. If you had a Rico, you would have had a lot of enforcement in this. This thing is bigger than this, honey. Go all the way back to your other boys. I ain't gonna call their name. Who got their own little island. It go back way back there to them too. They wanted Dolph too. Your boy who got the amigos. But I can't get mad at them because these boys been beefing for years. So it's your decision to move right in the streets. You know the streets. I don't fool with the streets. I ain't in the streets. Street ain't right no more. See, when Gotti was fooling around with what's her name daughter, that was a front to y'all, and y'all wouldn't even see in the picture. Let your mama go to the funeral. You know what's going. Thank you. Right. Committee last talk to Govan on the 15th. Justin last talked to Govan on the yeah, I'm gonna have to edit all these commercials out of him. Oh Jesus. He said that. Hold on, update. He said that on the November 5th was the last time Justin talked to Govan. But Canadian last talked to Govan on the 15th, the day before. Now, Dolph was shot on November the 19th. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Not your wife or not your girlfriend.
November 5th. How many seconds does that phone call? Let me break it down to zero. It never went through. There was no phone call release.
Back in the days, men's the real gangsters do not involve their wives or their girlfriend in what they do. Sometimes the girlfriend don't even know what's going on. But these days they tell everything.
The tail wagging dog. You've got Cornelius
What
telling
they
you
got?
what they
The
want to see.
police.
Telling you what.
The police decided Govan was guilty
There is no explanation for
and ignored everything else. You hear what he said up there? What me and you just said? He said the police decided to go Van guilty and ignore everything else.
go through that's 10, 12 phones up. Go through all of them. Find me a text message or a single human being. Tell Hernandez, oh man, we need to do something. That's evil. That's violent. That's criminal. Brown, I told you, he just came up with these slides just a day or two before all this happened. This is 4 years after the fact. And I'm seeing the slides for the first time. And those slides are complete BS. Because they keep repeating the concept. And so if incriminating text existed, they would have showed them to you. They've cut off records in half, so you can't see the rest of the story. We know he agreed with me that these text messages, there's thousands of them with Justin Johnson. It's about using, because Justin was in videos and all that stuff, and Govan was there. A friend, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me order a criminal. We know he talks more than stuff. Those 14 communications is what they call it. What they don't tell you is none of this actually went through. What's on the phone call?
Yeah. My folks scared. They scared of got it.
I don't know. Last night I talked to my daughter. His mother worked okay, yeah, no problem. And at 16 communications, my daughter used to stand up like 3.5 minutes. She doesn't, she can't presume to know what the communications are about. If in fact, for the love of God, they went through. I want to show you one small thing slide on another thing. There was no phone I've ever said. Keep going. And the church knows you hear the sick and they won't call in. You know this secretive plan? He already has
Yes, we had 6 minute phone call with Judd the night before. See, no telling what Judd was saying on the phone to Justin. The reason why this stuff went wrong. So they had to get rid of Judd. I believe Justin set everybody up.
It's not any man to get voluntarily out of that meeting. Press, 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 show. And that's what Johnson all
That's why I changed my number. I don't want to get caught up. Nobody phone playing. That's right. That's right. See, what's getting the young people messed up is they don't understand the purpose of having social media. Social media is they're gonna get their own self hooked up because the police don't have to work hard no more. Cause y'all tell everything on social media. We ain't had no social media back in the day. We had beepers and cell phone, them big block cell phones. That's why. Y'all stay on the line too much for me. You got to tell social media every time you do something. And I ain't gonna knock the police for doing their job. Because y'all talk too much. They talk too much on the phone. On social media. Street ain't like it used to be.
I disrespectfully ask. If the audacity to put a crook.
Can't hear him. They go that auto zone where they was talking about you. They didn't even investigate the auto zone like you mentioned. No cameras, no interview, no cell phone, no location, no receipt because somebody on that force is dealing with this thing. They wanted off themselves, allegedly. And Justice was walking with Dolph as one thing. He sure was. That's a person you can't trust when he choose both sides. Let me see. Not very smart, but a guy setting up the plan to kill Dolph. See, that's what I said. They didn't make no smart move. Why not get cleaned up at Govan's house? This is crazy.
So all I do, cross my hands and beg you guys, is
I believe didn't tell Govan everything. Juck seemed like to me that he found Govan just like Govan found uh Justin was mess what found Justin and Govan found cornbread.
so murder. There's not a text message, there's not a phone call with the man.
Govan found cornbread and Juck found Justin. And Juck is the leader of this thing, y'all. Y'all got the wrong man. Golly. They should have got Juck a long time ago, but they got Juck Govan. They should have had Juck. Oops. No, I wonder what you about to say right now. Govan wasn't the mastermind person, y'all. Juck and Gotti is y'all mastermind person. Allegedly. Allegedly. Juck and they should have locked Juck up. But they left the big man out there and took the little man. Govan was just the little man. He did real good. He did his best. Old man. They set you up, bruh. She tried to be hard.
Called the whole city of Memphis stupid and dumb. Everybody from the DA,
Yeah.
the police officers, to the prosecutor, he called y'all dumb. Called everybody, all one of them dumb. Are you kidding me, bro? This case is not about the prosecutor. This case is not about Juke. This case is not about Justin. This case is not about Cornelius. This case is about Hernandez Govan. He is the person on trial. Not the city of Memphis, not the DA, not the prosecutor, not you, Hernandez Govan.
She want him.
That's what this is about.
Get him, girl.
Embarrassed. Who should be embarrassed? Hernandez Govan. He is the person that made the choice to get engaged in this conspiracy. He made the choice. We something novel. Because they didn't arrest everybody has to be arrested for them to do a good job. There was a twofold investigation. Sergeant Browning and Sergeant Dabney both told me it's very convenient that Eddie Park was left out of the defense's article. There's a twofold investigation. Homicide and MG, those were two different entities in the Memphis Police Department. There was an ongoing investigation. And as Ms. Williams mentioned in her closing statement, this is a conspiracy. It's ongoing. To let you know that they were still investigating. Look at the call records. Look at when those call records were received. Now, defense will have you believe that, there are thousands of pages of call records. There are. But guess what? You'll have access to all of that, and they're on a flash drive. You can search. Put in the numbers that were given when things happen. What happened with those calls? They're there for you. There's no hiding. There's no putting aside. They're there for you to look. So I wanted to clear up that. The focus at the time of the incident, November 17, 2021, was on a homicide. It was not on who went to AutoZone, who went to Pressure World. The focus was on a homicide. A person was dead. The defense never mentioned that we are talking about a dead person. Dead. Is everybody's issue is fault for Hernandez Govan? The police didn't kill Adolph Thornton, Cornelius, and Justice killed Adolph Thornton. But who put them together? Hernandez Govan.
Juke.
PowerPoint presentation that Sergeant Brown provided. It has communication and contact logs put in there for Juke and Justice on the same day, about July 27th, around that time. They look like they exchanged numbers. And if they knew each other before then, they wouldn't have had to exchange numbers. They would have already had each other's numbers. Look at this. Look at the call detail records of Cornelius Smith. You'll see about the first time he had contact with his phone anyway with Hernandez Govan was about July 25th, 2021. Around this time. All you have to do is plug the numbers in. It's not rocket science, as he had you believe. Hernandez Govan put these individuals together. In Govan's investigation, Govan's role in this conspiracy, as far as MPD was investigating, really didn't start until Angela Arnold gave a statement. Now, if we are to believe anything Angela Arnold says, then we are to believe call records, which Sergeant Garner said they don't lie. They're the records. They are what they are. So we can't believe that. How do you know? We're not supposed to believe Angela either. We're not supposed to believe anything that's happened. The records are what the records are. But they bring in Sergeant Coburn or Lieutenant Coburn. Officers are bad. They don't do a good job. But he wants you to, well, this officer did a great job. Just this one that we bring in. He did a great job. And it is to tell you, he didn't pour, just get a whole thing of Clorox, pour it all over the car and wipe it down. Spray some substance on the towel and wipe it. Still hurt. It was in the dark. It was in the rush. Scared probably that Govan was going to come out and shoot him or do something because he was across the street from his house. call records, looking when they were. You can still investigate because you want someone arrested tomorrow. It doesn't mean the evidence is all there. At this point, Judd is dead. Bobby Carter's dead.
See?
Joshua Taylor's dead. Can't arrest them. Not digging them up from the ground. They are dead. At that point,
They dead. They unalive, y'all.
Browning, Browning just analyzed the numbers and everything. Gardner said the records are what they are. They come from the phone company or from the phone. All Browning did was analyze. Say, hey, these many calls came from this individual, this company. That's all Browning brought here to testify about. But because those records show Hernandez Govan communicating with the conspirators throughout the summer, throughout the fall, from July until November, well past November 17th, at least November 20th of 2021. Oh, Browning's a liar too. But all he did was analyze the records. The records were made by Mr. Dolph. Pence also brought up that basically Justin Johnson had access to just on his own. But we know the Govan made the connection. July 27, 2021. We know that. We see that in the call records. We see Govan already had Chuck's information. Govan already had Justin's information. This is by July 27, 2021. Govan had Hernandez's information. Govan texted Justin address to Chuck's smoke shop. And the contact was created between the two while they were there. But guess who did not have contact with Chuck? Hernandez. He was a part of this conspiracy as well. He got up here and he testified, and he told you that he really didn't have much contact with Chuck. Guess who he was contacting? He was communicating with. Hernandez Govan. That's who he was communicating with. And look at the definition.
They was good talking to Jill too. Cornbread was talking to Govan.
So if you take defense at his word that Justin Johnson had other conspiracies going on, this is something separate. Hernandez Govan was still egging on Hernandez. He promised to get Hernandez back.
That's true.
They have direct access to Justin. They was talking. He was trying to steal his money. December 2nd, 2021. He sent a message from Angela Arnold's phone via Instagram message. He said he could just straight out put it, hey man, I want my money. I did what I was supposed to do. So he sent him a message trying to get his attention. A week later, he's arrested. But Hernandez, though, was released $20. Hernandez, if the order, if the deed, it's still being investigated, but if the entire hit came from Chuck, it was communicated to Govan, who then put it out to Justin and Cornelius. Hernandez, Govan. The defense also makes the assertion that for 2 weeks, Hernandez Govan didn't have any kind of contact with any of the people in the deal. He didn't have contact with Cornelius. He didn't have contact with
Not to me.
And there's no nothing that says, okay, if we don't talk within 2 weeks, then all of this is out the way. Nothing in the jury instructions that the judge gave you or read to you said, all right, this conspiracy ends, we don't talk in a week. This is not girlfriend and boyfriend stuff. This conspiracy was ongoing. Hernandez Govan is just trying to pull himself away at this point.
To me, y'all put everything on cornbread.
They were put together like this. It's been reiterated several times. All right, if just even if you believe what the defense says, say Justin was conspiring with others. Okay, two things can be true at the same time. But what we do know that shortly before the turkey drive, Cornelius said that Hernandez Govan called him and Justin together. It was like, hey, y'all know this turkey drive is getting ready to come up.
Mm-hmm. She right.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready to make this money?
She right.
Y'all ready to do this? Hernandez told him that. The call records, they show that there was some communication shortly before the turkey drive, before Thanksgiving. Govan just reminded me, this is your mission. This is what you're supposed to do.
But not at the cookie shop, though.
You need to make it happen. You need to make sure that you take care of that family. You need to make sure this is what you do. So Justin chose, even if there were other conspiracies, just if there were other conspiracies on the side. On November 16, 2021, Justin Johnson chose Cornelius. He chose Cornelius. The same Cornelius that he was introduced to through Hernandez Govan. That same day, Justin Johnson sent Juke a turkey text. Same text that the defense.
Surprised they did a lick and they don't even know each other. Cause they trust each other.
Ben just showed you there was some communication with Chuck on November 16th. On November 17th, again, the day of the month, the day that Dolph was killed. Even if there were, again, other conspiracies, Justin Johnson chose Cornelius Smith to go on a hunt with him. He chose to go on a hunt with him. He chose him the day before, he chose him on the day of. And Cornelius Smith said the only way he knew who Justin Johnson was because of Hernandez Govan. He told you that several times. Talk about his testimony. Hernandez was a state witness. Prosecutors are probably not going to be hard and screaming at their own. Wanted to get them to talk so that you, the jury, can understand what's going on. Bear with me. Cornelius at this point has already testified in a previous trial. He has no reason to come in here.
I wonder why they both of the prosecutors at the top speak. I thought they was supposed to be on team.
He told you that he was the big gun that killed me. And any part of that is if he's to lie about. Why lie about him killing somebody? That's where he's lying. He didn't lie about that. He told you. I did. But I wouldn't have known Justin Johnson except for questions that were asked of him were confusing. He told me that I don't remember. I had taken a pill. We learned he didn't take a pill. So why at that point say anything different? Even Angela Arnold said he took a pill. And he may have been fine, but he told you. I've been doing this for a long time. It may not affect me the same way that it affects someone who doesn't take pills. But in addition to the pills he was taking, he took some Tylenol PM. And then tried to make it seem like it was just, a headache medicine. But he was getting that. He saw the end of the road coming. He knew the marshals were behind him. He taking them. So try to get a statement out of him. He's all over the place. He's confused. Doesn't really say much. But he gives a statement eventually. And he tells you on the stand what happened. How Mr. Hernandez Govan set all of this in motion. The defense paints him as a liar. Hernandez said it's a game. Well, Angela, she's still with him. Some kind of game. Letitia Jackson, his mother, had enough game where she took his phone. He handed over his phone to her the day he got arrested. And dispersed. The neighbor. She said he was sweet people. Just too slow. Yucked out. She didn't have bad things to say about him. Said he didn't give her $500, or someone didn't give him $500 for this.
$500.
This person is the neighbor that
The neighbor.
that on the street is several neighbors. They bring sweet little Miss First. Nothing bad to say about Cornelius. Cornelius, this testimony is backed up by Angela, by evidence, phone records.
Oh Lord, how much is this? This is good. She is doing a good job. She is doing a great job.
Okay, you have looks like an AutoZone receipt, picture of it, crumbled up. You have access to the picture of their receipt. It was a picture that was in the phone that Hernandez took. It was in Browning's presentation. Look at the receipt. Pull it up. Stretch it out. You'll see that was taken, looks like AutoZone, and it was a receipt from November 20th, 2024.
So she did speak on the AutoZone.
And all of this points back to Hernandez. He got the ball rolling. Kept the ball rolling. He kicked the ball in the end. He introduced Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson for the purpose of taking out members of PRE. One member of PRE being Adolph Thornton. That's where the conspiracy started. Again, all fingers point back to Hernandez. Justin Hernandez. Cornelius Hernandez.
Juke.
Sure. That's the defense you want to throw out. Hernandez Govan.
What?
Hernandez
Hernandez
Govan.
Govan ain't got no money.
Because that was comfortable. But one never said these were the smart killers. Didn't plan on getting shot. It wasn't hard. We get shot. We're gonna go here. They'd already had the getaway
Mm.
Want to go shoot a video? Go to Hernandez Govan's house. They're all in the video. Or get away from him? Go to Hernandez Govan's house. Mark the murder victim.
So that means that the Popo had to know about Govan then.
Why did they not go in? Even he wasn't there right.
Govan was running the city,
When it went down, I'll get down. Who knows? We
allegedly.
know what happened. We know where they went. We know that the murder vehicle was parked there. We know that getaway truck that they used to get somewhere else was parked in front of the building. We know that. Even Cornelius Smith told you. Cornelius Smith told you that he wanted, Justin wanted him to meet him on the day of the murder. He wanted him to meet at Govan house. Cornelius said he couldn't get over. So Justin came and picked him up. Again, all this going back to Hernandez Govan, as much as the bench trial is late, he gets you to choose different deflections. It all points back to Hernandez Govan.
But damn. Mm.
Hernandez Govan chose to bring Cornelius to justice. He chose to encourage them to have a hunt, to go on hunts.
Govan was Juke allegedly guinea pig. He a do brother.
That Cornelius had a drug habit and he needed money. Pray help together for someone who's just called. Justin and Cornelius were put together by Hernandez Govan. He chose to ask each of them for a cut of the proceeds. He chose conspiracy. Hernandez Govan chose murder. Adolph Thornton will never get to experience many of the things he takes for granted. He will never get to experience gray hair. He will never get to experience wrinkles, cracks and pieces. He didn't get to shoot the girl. That was taken from him and put in motion by Hernandez Govan. You, the jury, have a choice. You have a choice in whether you hold Hernandez Govan accountable for his role in this murder, for his role in this. And I ask that you choose to find Hernandez Govan guilty of murder in the first degree and guilty of conspiracy. Shall return a verdict of guilty degree murder, facilitation to wit first degree murder, facilitation to wit second degree murder, solicitation to wit first degree murder, solicitation to wit second degree murder, aggravated assault, facilitation to wit aggravated assault, accessory after the fact to wit first degree murder, assault. Count one. When you retire to consider your verdict, you will first inquire whether the defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first degree murder, as charged in count one of the indictment. If you find beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty of this offense, your verdict will be: we, the jury, found the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit first degree murder, embraced and included in count one of the indictment. Check the corresponding box on the verdict form and sign one of your names as for person. If you unanimously find the defendant not guilty of this offense, you will next inquire whether the defendant is guilty of facilitation to commit conspiracy to commit first degree murder, as embraced and included in count one of the indictment. If you find beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty of this offense, your verdict will be: we, the jury, found the defendant guilty of facilitation to commit conspiracy to commit first degree murder, embraced and included in count one of the indictment. Check the corresponding box on the verdict form and sign one of your names to the verdict as for person. If you unanimously find the defendant not guilty of this offense, you will next inquire whether the defendant is guilty of the next lesser included offense in order of consideration from greatest to least. If you find the defendant is guilty of a lesser included offense, your verdict will be: we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of placing that offense in that blank, embracing including in count
Hey, baby.
one of the indictment.
How you doing, Norma?
Check the corresponding box on the verdict form and sign one of your names to the verdict as for person. If upon all the proof you had a reasonable doubt of the defendant's guilt of the offenses charged and included in count one of the indictment under the law defined and explained to you, it is your duty to acquit him, and your verdict will be: we, the jury, find the defendant not guilty as to count one. Check the corresponding box on the verdict form and sign one of your names to the
I
verdict.
agree with you.
Count two. You will next inquire whether the
I
defendant
thought she would finish reading.
of first degree murder is charged in count two of the indictment. If you find beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty of this offense, your verdict will be: we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first degree murder as charged in
That's
count
true.
two of the indictment. Check the corresponding box on the verdict form and sign
And
one
they
of your
still
names
didn't
to the
get
verdict
street
as for
justice.
person. If you unanimously find the defendant not guilty of this offense, you will next inquire whether the defendant is guilty of second degree murder as charged and included in count two of the indictment. If you find beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty of this offense, your verdict will be: we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of second degree murder and embrace in count two of the indictment. Check the corresponding box on the verdict form and
No, she was gonna have to read again.
Take the case, consider all the facts and circumstances fairly and impartially, and return to the court with verdicts that truth dictate and justice. Now, there are pages 33, 34, and 35 are your verdict. So I kept referring to check the corresponding box. Go to corresponding box. Count one, pages for count. I also have here
Ooh, loud. Hurry up.
the official copies of the jury charge. There are a couple of minor changes that I've made, like I caught one misspelled word, a couple misspelled words. And I've made those changes on here. Nothing that's going to change the substance. But the official copy is going to go back to the back. Please do not write on it. Free to write on your own copy. Just use this as the
Love to talk. Jesus.
Everybody, once again, all of the exhibits are going back to the back of the system. Will be provided, computer, one computer.
There go the boss. I had to make me put my profile picture so you can see who you're talking to. I was looking at your picture, but I couldn't see your pro. I can't even find your channel. I don't even see your channel on here. With your little cute self. I don't see your channel. It won't let me see normal channel either. I can't see normal channel. I can't see your channel. And you should have let me see y'all channel. I know what I'm looking at, baby. So my question is to y'all. Do y'all think he had a fair trial? That's all I want to know. I like your glasses, sister. I like your picture, boss. So why they not back there? Why y'all didn't dismiss them to go back there and vote? What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on here? It's too much procrastination. This. Wait a minute. Did I say the right word? What, they put it on mute? 90,000. He didn't. He put them on mute. I would say, I don't know what's going on here, deliberating inside the you're welcome. Why they doing this inside the courtroom? Why they not dismissed to go in the back? What are they doing right here? Cause they on mute. So my question is, do y'all think he had a fair trial? That's all. I ain't saying he did. I ain't saying he did. Now my son want to call. Do y'all think he had a fair trial? Put in the chat when y'all get a chance. Because yes or no. Well, boss man, it was your decision and it was your choice. The street is the street. That's what you chose. You know what time it is? Y'all all about that money. Y'all all about that paper. It is what it is, y'all. What y'all think? So I want to know. I seen some case they let the judge go out to the murder scene sometime. But yeah, she didn't even have to go out. She didn't have to go out though. She didn't have to go out to the murder scene. Answer my question, boss, y'all. Do y'all think he had a do y'all think that Govan had a fair trial? Yes or no? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Do y'all think he had a fair trial? Yes or no? In the chat, do y'all think Govan had a fair trial? Come on, boss. It's either yes or no. Y'all answer that question for me. Do y'all think he had a fair trial? I just asked the question. That's all. I think Memphis ain't going to never be the same. Can you hear me, boss? I, I said, do y'all people think, believe, think that Hernandez Govan had a fair trial? That's all I want to know. I got to know this. Do y'all think Govan had a fair trial? Do y'all think Govan had? It's very important to me. I want to know, do y'all think he had a fair trial? Boss, yes or no? What y'all think? Okay, you said no. So anybody else out there said he didn't have a fair trial? Okay, when you get a chance, speak, y'all. Y'all ain't got to be scared to speak around me. I can't help I got that coach voice because I used to coach track girls and boys, so I had to beat the men. And yes, I heard. Okay. Yeah, well, it took you so long to say yes or no. Ah. Now, I just want to know, do y'all know he had a, did y'all think he had a fair trial or not? So, if y'all say yes, if y'all say no, it's up to y'all. You know, I just want to know, do y'all think he had a fair trial? But I can't say this before I depart, which I am about to get ready to start working on YouTube. I ain't work all day. This is the first time I woke up work today. I think you had an okay trail. You think so? You think so? Well, I do have an email. You heard me. I do have an email. Okay. All right. You heard me, boss. I said I do have an email, but let me go and finish with them. And I'll talk to you later on. Let me finish with them. Yeah, I got an email. It's right there in my information center. Look at my information. Go on my channel. Each one of us have an email. My email is on my information page. Yeah, I got an email. This is what I want to say. Go check it out while I'm talking. Go check it out while I'm talking. Now, y'all, the first thing I want to tell y'all, people, my subscribers, and if you are my subscriber, please, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Let me explain what's going on here. I am a reaction channel, okay? I've been a reaction channel since I've been on YouTube. I used to be Cougar Mama Lanita. And then I was Real Deal Lanita Gill. I'm still the same person. And then I put Funny Acting Grandma Lanita. Uh, uh, but I'm still Real Deal. A lot of my subscribers know who I am. I just changed my name. I might go back to Real Deal Lanita Gill, but I want to keep Grandma in there. I like Grandma. But let me get to the trial, y'all. I want to say that y'all did a good job watching it, viewing the trial, watching the trial. and watching my reaction to the trial. But I need to hear from y'all. I want to hear it from my subscribers and others out there and the viewers. Y'all been doing good by putting down y'all own reaction, because your reactions matter to me on anything that I cover, not on what I say, because what I say is my opinion. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this case. Was it a fair trial for Hernandez? Govan. I want to say this about the trial. My overview. The judge did a tremendous job. Prosecutors did a tremendous job. The, the defendant did a tremendous job. The sheriff in the courtroom did a tremendous job to balance everything on the level. Now, I want to say this. It was Govan. Y'all know I always talk about making responsible decisions on this channel. I always talk about decision making and choices. And when your choices has to do with your consequences. So I always speak on that on anything that I cover, because that's with me with life. My decision is based on my consequences. What I'm gonna be able to handle. Well, I want to say this. Shout out to Onan TV. Just because he made a bad choice in the decision, I don't want to talk about him right now, but I want to give him a shout out. That's him. But he never did nothing to me. So I want to give a shout out to him, because I know he would have covered this case. I know, but anyway, go back to the case. Now, these was, no, I don't think Govan was my mastermind person. No, he's not my mastermind person. He is the gimme boy. He's the boy that Juke had that Juke had on his side to do his deed for him. He do boy. That's what we used to call it back in the days. Do boy. Let me put it on Hernandez, since this is about him. Let me see, can I push it back on him? Yeah, let me put it on him. Hernandez hung with big people that come with consequences, that come with choices, that come with his decisions. My vision told me that he was the Pillsbury pill man. I want to respect YouTube. So he was his thing. He had his own thing going on. But he was also Juke second hand man. Or he could be his Juke third hand man. But it was his decision to do what he did. Juke was dealing with, Juke didn't trust Govan. He just trusts Govan in doing what he knows Govan will do. Govan made it his choice and his decision to pick Cornelius, the second man. I believe Juke picked Jughead, Justin. I believe he picked Justin. I believe he picked Justin out. I really do. Now, Govan chose somebody he know that gonna want money. Govan don't care. He doesn't care. Long as the job get done, but they didn't do the job when the job's supposed to be done. Govan don't care. He's a person don't care. He don't care. Juke don't care. Gotti don't care. Black youngster don't care. None of them people care. That's come with the street, y'all. My thing is, how people that deal with the streets, how would y'all? I never heard of the dealer being shot the way Juke was. And this man right here walked around for for years, son. He been out of jail for a long time. Y'all didn't touch him, but y'all touched Juke and Bobby. Justin stayed out, but Justin ran. This man didn't run nowhere. My question is, why did they take Juke and then take Govan? If Govan, cause they knew he wasn't the mastermind person. Y'all not seeing the picture? Y'all not seeing the picture? They knew Govan is not your mastermind person. He's not your mastermind person. Jill was the mastermind person. Not this dude that don't have no money. He's not your mastermind person. If he was the mastermind person, he wouldn't be standing right there in court. Y'all ain't seeing the picture. I tell you one thing. He is involved with the masterminded person. He hangs with the masterminded person. He does with the mastermind person. But Juke is your mastermind person. So since we can't get Juke, we're gonna get you. That's not your mastermind person that y'all looking right on. No. You don't have to like Dolph if you don't want to like Dolph. You don't have to be around Dolph if you don't want to be around Dolph. But that's not your mastermind person. Allegedly, I know allegedly, but the way I feel, the way I think that he's not my mastermind person. Juke was my mastermind person, and he was a dude boy just like Justin and Cornelius. That's what it was. He said, but if that him, he don't want to open up his mouth like Cornbread did. That's him. Cornbread opened up his mouth and spoke. He involved, but he ain't your mastermind person. He ain't got no money. That man ain't got no money right there. But you gotta ask yourself, if them people in Memphis really thought that he was the masterminded person, he wouldn't be what? Standing in court. And boss, you brought up a good question. You brought up something good. You said, where did he get $90,000 from? This man been out of jail for a long time, y'all. Ain't nobody touch him. Ain't nobody touch him. Since they didn't get Juke, they got to get him. What y'all looking at now, allegedly, is a RICO. But we're not going to make no RICO out of this. Cause if we make a RICO out of this, you're going to have some popos allegedly involved in this. All of a sudden, they find the car behind the house. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how long it took us to look for the house? About 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 days. Third day is when they found the car. Y'all got to understand, Dolph got assassinated at the cookie shop on the 19th. You got to think about what happened on the 18th, 17th, 16th. So you mean to tell me since they know it's about to be a turkey drive, they just planned this? Yes, I believe because it's messy. It's not organized. It's messy. It's junky. It's the way this wasn't, like you said, go back to what you said, Murdoch. It couldn't be planned. It was talked about. To me, it wasn't planned. And the reason why I said it wasn't planned, because it's messy. And he used messy people to conduct his theory. It's messy and beautiful people out there. We got some beautiful people out there. But when you make the decision and the behavior and the choices to I'm gonna respect you to do things that's going to mental attack you physically and mentally. And you know what I'm saying? The same thing Cornbread would. This is the same thing this man right here was doing. Off your own supplies. You're not thinking. And you know what? I don't stop nobody hustle. That's your hustle. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Ain't got nothing to do with what you do. Because you made that decision, you made that choice. And that was your buddy. Govan, if I was on the jury, I would convict you, but I wouldn't give you life in prison. I just wouldn't give you life in prison. I give you make you eligible for parole. I make you eligible. Something is telling me that you're not the masterminded person. You're not my master. You just like Justin and Cornbread, but you didn't get your hand messy. You didn't get your hand messy. You got your phone into it. You got your text message. You got your phone. You got your communication involved in this. You got your communication. You scary. You ain't gonna do nothing like that. You too scary to do something like that. Y'all so scary. Y'all didn't even take Dolph out yourself. Y'all didn't get y'all hand dirty. You angry. You upset about your daughter. But you ain't the only one lost. See, you didn't even know that Cornbread lost his son back during COVID time. You didn't care. Y'all, all this right here. How do y'all young people think now that since this happened to Dolph, y'all don't think like nothing? Life goes on. I can say this. Things, trust me, things not like it used to be. That's why I shut up and just look at y'all get caught. But y'all are doing what we didn't do. That's what the scariest thing about the decision and the choices that y'all make now. I don't try to tell none of y'all what to do. I just shut up and look at you get caught. Because the things that y'all doing now is the things that we we wouldn't do. We avoid doing what y'all do. But y'all doing the things that we had avoid. Won't understand what we talking about. The one thing I say, and y'all can't blame the officers, police officers. Y'all cannot blame them. Y'all getting y'all self caught up in some mess. Because the first thing y'all do is to run to what? The internet. We ain't had no internet to run to. We had a form of communication. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but I'm tired of seeing y'all going to jail too. It's the way y'all got to change the way of doing things. I want to see no young person go to jail. Y'all can't blame the popo for what y'all do. Those are y'all decisions. in y'all consequences and y'all choices. If you're gonna move in this generation, in this world today, you got to change the way you move. Y'all trust everybody. Y'all trust everyone. Y'all talk too much. Y'all tell. Y'all gotta be careful what y'all do. But that's okay. Keep making the popo job easy for them. That's okay. Feel sorry for yourself when you get locked up. I'm not about to feel sorry for Govan. Govan made them choices. He made his decision. He got to deal with the consequences. But he's not my mastermind person. They got to use him as the mastermind because they were scared of Jook. They did not lock Jook up. Jook is Gotti's brother. Then the big fellows. Now, on the two different between Jook and Gotti, Gotti don't run his mouth like Jook do. But I never been a fan of Gotti. Never. Do what you want to do. Do your thing. But you can't get on the internet. Y'all run to the internet. Now, this man right here, he can't be the masterminded person doing some telling them to bring the car and park the car across the street from his house. He did that like he was involved with a what? Think about it. He told them to go park the car across the street at the house where they do the raps. So I want to ask y'all a question. Boss, did you see it? Did you see it? I wanna tell y'all this. Young guys, make your decision. Be careful the way you make your decision and your choices. And think about the consequences. Like I said, the judge did a good job. Prosecutor did an excellent job. The defense attorney did a marvelous job. But this is not your mastermind person. But he is involved. Guess how many more people involved? This a RICO case. This a RICO case. But instead of having a RICO, like y'all did Young Thug, y'all had like a little mini trial. And y'all started with the birthday cake. Y'all didn't go high. Y'all didn't go higher. Because to be honest with you, y'all really ain't proved that boy did nothing. Only thing y'all proved was text messages. Y'all looked at some text messages, but y'all didn't look at all the text messages, and that's wrong. Then nobody said we have to like Govan. That one thing about me, I just wanted to make sure that y'all take the right people down. I don't think y'all got the right people. Y'all got your shooters. Y'all ain't got the high person. It goes above Jughead. And y'all gonna get that little bit of man right here who just texts and call people on the phone. Who talked about, y'all do this every day. Talk about what y'all want to do to a person and what y'all did to a person. But y'all didn't do it. Y'all didn't do it. Men's always talking junk. Man, I wish two one man. I wish you, man, two. But you help your partner, Juke. Y'all had a conversation about this. Govan. That was your fault. That was your choice to choose cornbread as a conspirator. You was a conspirator. They got you too. Lanita, is the man guilty or not guilty? He guilty if y'all prove to me that he was involved. But if you want me to believe a pillow, and y'all know what I say what pillow stand for, I ain't gonna believe it. So Lanita, is he guilty or not guilty? I think Govan got set up. I think, really do, y'all. I really do think Govan got set up himself. I really do think that Govan got set up. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know this man. I don't know this man. I don't want to know this man. This man got set up. This man got set up. But is he a dealer? Yeah. But is he a killer? I don't think so. But do I think he guilty? Listen, all I got to say that he was set up. And he not the mastermind person. But I don't see where his hand dirty at. He just had a conversation on a text message. He had a conversation on the phone. This man was guilty, like they trying to tell y'all he's guilty. That man would have been ran. Ain't nobody touch him in the street. Ain't nobody. They know that Chuck was guilty. That's why Chuck not here. This man right here who's standing up in this court was out there on the streets, in the house, and they know exactly where he lives. They didn't touch him because they know he is not y'all masterminded person. I'm gonna let y'all decide is he guilty or not guilty. Whatever they choose, that's the jury's. I know a jury's thinking like I'm thinking. It got to be one thinking the way I'm thinking. I don't think this man guilty. I think that he was blamed. He know about Dolph. I believe they allegedly believe that. I believe that he knew about Dolph. Everybody stay there knew about Dolph. Dolph knew what they were gonna do to him. Dolph knew that. So why I'm gonna say he didn't know that? Yeah, he knew it. He knew it. Allegedly, all of them knew it. Allegedly. I don't think he's guilty, y'all. But if they choose him guilty, they just chose him guilty. This should teach everybody else how to move. I don't think that man did nothing, y'all. I think that man will blame. Cause if that man did something, trust me, he will be where Bobby and Juke is. And what my other boy name? Tulia, whatever name is. I don't think this y'all man, y'all. Cause that's just like saying I hang around my partner. I'm guilty because I hang around my partner. They got to go back there and think, y'all. Cornbread, I believe he was communicating with, I think it's a lot of people in this. I believe Cornbread when he said that, uh, what the name right here? Said, man, you ain't get your money. I'll make sure you get your money. All them, if you gonna take him, if y'all gonna take him, Govan, y'all need to take everybody else. That's in any case. Where you gonna leave piece of the puzzle? Y'all got a big Rico here and y'all didn't even want to do a Rico. Y'all didn't even want to do a Rico in this case, right? This not even your this is not the high up person right here. He hang with them. He ain't no good old boy either. He'll get from me. I give him a not guilty. So I say I give him not guilty. Cause the only thing y'all proved to me was he made a phone call. I'm not about to believe nothing Cornelia said. I'm gonna believe one or two that he went and watched the car and do all that. He put Clorox on the darn car. Jesus Christ. And him? No, I don't think he innocent. I just y'all didn't give me enough reasonable doubt that he helped plan it. I think that Juke and him knowed about it. I know that he was with Juke. So, mm, I ain't on his side, but I get him not guilty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I get him not guilty. And I know they ain't gonna come out that room with everybody saying guilty. They might. Y'all, appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all listening. Now I need for y'all to go check out my video that I put. This was the worst and the funniest murder. I couldn't put the title that I really want to put it. I wish I can speak my mind and say what I want to say on here. Then my channel would be explosive. The title that I want to put on there is not my title I want to put on there. And YouTube, I'm a kind and nice person, but I hear people saying worse things than what I say. And they get over, and they get by with things. Me, I'm a little person. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Chat, thanks for being here. Viewers, thanks for watching. Subscribers, I love y'all. Workers, go back and look at the videos. Everything I put up, y'all just take your time. If you want to go to sleep, look at it. It'll put you to sleep. Got my own video. I like them because I talk myself to sleep. I'm not a talker. I like for other people to talk. So next year, it's going to be a little bit different. So, I love y'all. And you want to contact me, contact me. See you later, boss, y'all. Matt.